How did you really decide on building a product such as Magzter? It's a unique product. Nobody has built it till date. What is it that pushed you to build such a product?
So actually, it happened kind of like an evolution. So we had a software company which had an app development team, and then we ran a magazine in print for South Indian cinema. So we decided to make an app for ourselves.
I see.
So we made the first magazine app in Asia, which is for our own magazine, Galata Cinema Magazine. And within a year, we had about 100,000 downloads.
Oh, I see.
And this was in 2009. And then we said, one small magazine nobody really heard of. We had so many downloads, and then why don't we make for others? So we made it a service as part of our services business. So we started making apps for other magazines and then for newspapers. Then I said, let's not go into services business, let's make a product. So we kind of toyed with the idea of many product options, and then we said, we've got the expertise, we've got an app team, we know about magazine business because we run a magazine, and then why don't we make a platform for magazines all over the world to come into one place, and where it's kind of a read all you can model in one click and one app.
8 years on, it's already on its road to profitability. What do you think about this product and the future of Magzter?
So I think we've now in a very nice position where we have become profitable. We have we are continuing to grow. We had about 1 million users downloads a month. So it's really, the growth is out there. We are not marketing ourselves as much, but people are coming to us, which means there's still such a big market out there. There is a statistic which says there are still about 1.6 billion people reading print.
I see.
So if that number, even if we take 10% or 1% of that number, that's 16 million people who can pay and buy from us.
Let's talk about magazines phasing out and magazine businesses coming under threat. Do you believe that, or do you think that this is an overhyped sort of sentiment?
So I think there is, in the West, especially in the US, they are really under threat. A lot of magazines are, because of their high cost of production, high cost of delivery, more than anything else in print, because you have that physical cost of printing and delivering. While in most of the Southeast Asia, India, I think it's a kind of different scenario.
Sure.
And for us in the digital space, digital is still maybe less than 10% of the overall pie. So we are still in a very small stage. So for us, growth is continuously going on. And so long as there's need, and today there's a new need for real news, right, and real editorial content which is written by someone who has done research, and not someone who just put something together and put a fake news. Right. So I think brands and branded content is always going to be there, and it's only whether it's going to be in a print format or in a delivery in an article format is the only thing that we'll have to wait and see.
What are your 3 tips for fundraising like a pro?
So I think fundraising, I think there's I call it the Maya of fundraising. There's no real tips as such. I think it's all about the whoever is investing, depending on which kind of round of funding you're at. If you're in a Series A or early stage round, then it's all about the entrepreneur. It's a kind of passion that you because the investor does not know anything about the business. They only know about what you are explaining to them. So it's all about the individual, the team, the core team that's going to actually do it. If it's going to be a Series B or a Series C, then you've already done it. You need to prove. So you need to show growth. You need to show profitability. So it's a bunch of different factors. But I think it all boils down to how you have the passion to kind of go out there and get it. I think the passion is the critical part there.